Peace, party people. Welcome to the podcast where we intend to make the love for hip hop great again, celebrate the power and unity of hip hop. I'm your host, Mark the Art itself, back again with another quick spill. We're going to run through it to get through it. Start it off. First and foremost, I'd like to say it's good to be back in here. Man, I miss my little studio. I miss my little building, you know? Let's jump right into this, man. I'm big on community, big on hip hop, big on giving back to the community. So when you put those two together, it can't be nothing but positivity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start it off and I'm gonna salute Lil Baby out of Atlanta with his nonprofit organization, the Jones Project. He hosted his 6th annual back to school event. He said it helped about 4,000 students, man. That's dope. Yeah, okay. Down in the West End neighborhood of Atlanta, he gave out backpacks, school supplies, uniforms, haircuts, and hot meals. Yeah, that's dope. Lil Baby ain't out here just making hits, man. Lil Baby out here making an impact in his community. That's hey, salute, champ. I like that. That's what you're supposed to do when you get a platform like you got a platform, brother, and do your thing. So it only can go up from here. That's huge. And I'm sure there's other people who in Atlanta that does the same thing. And I'm just giving Lil Baby his props today. That's dope to reach out, to give back, provide free supplies, clothing, haircuts, and meals to 4,000 students in the community where you're from. Man, that's dope. In other news, over the past weekend, we had the legendary hip hop icon and Wu-Tang co-founder ODB was honored with his own street name in Brooklyn over the past weekend. His family gathered and they revealed the sign out in Bedford-Stuyvesant section in Brooklyn. So yeah, my man. And that's dope. ODB Jones Way out there in Brooklyn. So he definitely is being honored out there in Brooklyn, and he's still celebrated worldwide. Wu-Tang is forever, and I like that. Man, that's dope. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, doing great things for an icon, a legend, ODB. I was a part of a street naming a couple of years ago, you know, with another icon from this area. It's pretty dope, man, that a city would think enough of you to name a street after you. You know, somewhere you grew up, played on them streets, ran them streets, and now here it is, you know, your name is on that street and it's forever. Your family will forever, you know, and everybody else will forever be reminded that ODB, old dirty bastard, there is no father to his style. It's forever labeled in Brooklyn, ODB Jones Way. My man, that's dope. All right. So who's next though? I mean, it's a lot of cats out here, man, that could be honored in that way with a street. You know, I mean, what's up? Brooklyn, what's up with my man Big Daddy Kane? The Bronx, KRS-One, MC Light. What's up, Brooklyn? Give me some more. You know, give me some more. You know, and Long Island. What are we doing? Rakim, the God MC, definitely needs his own street. Come on. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's all right. I hope that we continue to do as much as we can to continue to preserve and honor hip hop's pioneers, man. I do. Really, I do. And I'm not saying this because I'm a old hip hop head. That's just where it should be. And I've said it before on my podcast that, you know, older MCs should definitely continue to drop gems for the youth. And I think the younger people that's coming into the industry and that's already in the industry, if you haven't, I think you should do your homework on how hip hop paved the way, or how a certain MC, how all those MCs paved the way for y'all to get the money that you get in, the shows that you get, and the recognition that you are getting today, you know. And I know, you know, some of the old heads might rub you the wrong way, and you know, and I know some of the younger cats might rub us the wrong way. But at the end of the day, this is our thing. This is hip hop belongs to us. You know, no one wins when the family feud. You dig? So I think we should all, you know, be willing to have a conversation and, you know, bridge that gap and continue to make great music, continue to make great statements, continue to have great moments for the culture. Like earlier I was saying about saluting Lil Baby and what he's done, what he's continuing to do for his community. You know, we always celebrate. When I say celebrate, we always highlight the beefs, you know, the beefs, who's beefing with who. But we gotta celebrate these young men and young women that have a platform, man, that's giving back to their community. So that's huge. And yeah. So moving right along. Let me ask y'all this. Is hip hop missing a defining voice? Like, commercially, rap has been facing questions about the momentum and like, is it still relevant? Many fans debating on whether the culture is waiting for the next defining moment or superstar era. Am I off to ask that question? Like, you know, like, okay, we have the Kendricks, we have the Drakes. No matter what we think about them, at the end of the day, they are our artists. They're, you know, that's our culture, man. Some may beg to differ about Drake. That's your opinion, whatever the case is. He is in the hip hop genre. Whether you want to call him an MC or a rapper, that's on you. But he's in the hip hop. Okay. Are we looking for that defining moment in hip hop, that voice that just continues to lead the way? You know, I don't know who's carrying hip hop right now, for real. Who's carrying it? You know, on one hand you got Drake fans and Drake. On the other, you got Kendrick, and in the middle you got J. Cole, and there's others. I don't mean to ruffle anyone's feathers. There's other MCs, other rappers, you know, and females too. So, but I don't know if lyrics matter anymore. You know, to me they do, but I don't think people cherish them like that anymore. I think you're looking for a quick fix, a jazzy punchline. You know, I don't know. I think a lot of times the personality of these rappers are bigger than their music. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like Drake's persona, he's bigger than his music. Kendrick got to a point where he was bigger. His persona, his personality was bigger than his music, because all his music didn't slam. But you know, oh, it's Kendrick. Same thing with Drake. You know. But yeah, that's my little rant on that right there, man. So yeah. But I'll ask this question right here. It's a mic check question. What's more important today? Classic albums, viral moments, or cultural impact? Let me say that again. What's more important today in hip hop? Classic albums, a viral moment, or cultural impact? You know, that's that's something that I would like to hear from y'all in the comments, man, to just, what's important to y'all. You dig? So yeah, man. Moving right along. Let's talk about a real hot topic. Let's talk about this hot topic. And I wasn't going to touch on it. I didn't think it needed to be touched on by me. So many people have made their comments, made their views, and all kind of stuff. But anyway, let's get to it. 38 Spesh, Jadakiss. Really and truthfully, my personal opinion, I went back. I hadn't heard Summer School. I'm sorry. I hadn't heard Sunday School. I'm reading and I'm talking, so forgive me. I hadn't heard Sunday School in a while. So I went back and I listened to it. And I didn't think that Spesh was that dominant on that track. Spesh is nice. Do not get me wrong. I like him. I think what he does is dope. It moves the culture forward. He's rhyming his ass off. But I'm not gonna act like Jada was just some poop butt on that track. You know what I mean? That's far from his reality. What he believed. So when Spesh went on the podcast and made the reference about how he outperformed Jada, and Jada wouldn't do any more tracks with him, I just thought that was I thought it was lame, personally. And I said to myself, I said, man, is this his moment where he's trying to go viral or even get a little bit more recognition by like you fucking with a top 5 dead or alive, and I'm not in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I saying Spesh can't live up to that. You dig what I'm saying? I don't believe there is anyone in hip hop that isn't worthy enough to go and knock on their door and call them out. That's just how I feel. Hip hop is built on the battle. No matter what nobody else tells you, no matter what Jay said months ago. Okay? Hip hop is about the battle. And sometimes everybody might not want to do that. So you might want to bow out. Okay, and we can have our opinion about that. But this battling thing, it goes back. LL, Jay and Nas, Big and Pop, and further on, go way back down there. But and when you call them out, Jada came out. Jada responded. Might have been a 1 bar, but the whole track to me was dope. So you don't go and get on a podcast after Jada responds, after you've thrown rocks at him, and then he comes and responds. You can't go on a podcast and dictate how someone responds to you after you threw rocks at the throne. You can't do that. You can't get up there and talk about how old they are and they talking about the aroma of cocaine when basically that's what your whole persona is. This former drug dealer that then found a new way to get it, and you getting it. Don't get me wrong, you're getting it. But you can't talk about the next man that want to spit that shit. They've been doing that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but now we here, and you drop a track over the weekend. As a matter of fact, you freestyle. Spesh freestyled Fool's Mate. Was it Fool's Mate? Fool's Mate at Summer Jam over the weekend. And I heard the freestyle. I wasn't impressed. And then I heard the actual song. I wasn't impressed. And then I seen the video. And again, I wasn't impressed. I'm a hard guy to impress, man, when it comes to this music thing, for real, dog. But yeah. I just thought that the video was gimmicky. And I get it. We're living in the era where you want to use the AI and all that stuff, and but it's a grown man rap. You know about it. So you gotta come on some grown man shit. Taking it back to your hometown, that's dope. Rochester, that's dope. Do your thing. But I think you spent so much of the track talking about Jim and his lady. You threw a shot at Kiss. Maybe it was just because Kiss only threw one shot at you. You threw a shot at him. You threw a shot at Joey. And then you threw a shot at Khaled. So I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling the video. And again, man, I told my cousin earlier today that Spesh is nice. And I like when he's doing his shit. You know what I'm saying? I like when he's doing his shit. I don't know if I want to catch you battling nobody, the nigga rhyme like he's in a old Dick Tracy movie or something. See, yeah. Lucky, looky here, Lucky, come down here, bring me the pistol. See, and I mean, when he's doing it, when he's doing his thing, I'm here for it. But I'm listening to it, and he going at the brothers over here. I'm like, and I'm not saying that he can't stay in the room with them when it comes to this thing. But you're gonna have to show me some more than that. You're gonna have to give me some more than just fools mates, because that ain't it, Jack. That ain't it. And taking a shot at Jim Jones and his lady, like, yo, come on, man. I mean, on some real, it sound like you want Chrissy. I mean, who does that? I mean, niggas do it, but I mean, like, come on. Stick to the script, dude. If you at Jada, get him. If you at Jim, get him. If you at Joe, get him. All that other stuff it has no room. You know what I'm saying? I know how battle rap go, but come on, man. I was looking for you to come back with some real shit. You went on a podcast and complained about what they was rapping about. It's crazy to me. But we here today with Fool's Mate, his response to Jadakiss verse on Aroma, which is actually dope. It's dope. So yeah, Spesh, get in your bag, man. Get in your bag and come back. You got to come back with something better than that one. That ain't it, Jack. But yeah, that's my rant on that, man. That's my quick spill on that, man. Hey, look, if you haven't already purchased one of my hoodies, I still got some hoodies to give out. I got some t-shirts to be made. I got a new brand we working on. Freshman to alumni right here. Freshman to alumni. So we got a new brand we working on and got some good things coming out of that. Also, I have my the web page is in the making. That'll be up soon, where you can go directly to peacepartypeople.com. Follow up on the old shows, keep up with the new shows, have a link that will allow you to get to the merch, and also the merch for Freshman to Alumni. We'll have that available for you too. I truly appreciate all my people that support me. And yeah, I do. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate you're taking the time to subscribe. I'm taking the time to even check my videos and DM me, reach out to me. And when you see me, conversations about what I may have said that rubbed you the wrong way or giving me my props for, standing on my 10 and sticking to mine when I talk about my music, man. My music. Peace Party people will be having a new segment soon, man. Well, I'll be doing excuse me. Well, we'll be talking about the music, man, where it's coming from, the sampling. We're gonna introduce you to a new segment, man. You dig? Sunday Sample School. So when you see me posting for Sunday Sampling School, or shall I say Sunday Sample School, it's still new, so I'm getting it right. But yeah, man, Sunday Sample School. When you see me posting, I'll post a song, the original, and then we can have some dialogue about who you believe used the best, and what came out of that. So I'm not doing anything that anyone isn't doing, but I'm gonna do it my way. It's gonna be the Peace Party people way. So I would love for you to engage with me and, drop some jewels on me, man. If you know more, plug me in. That's what it's all about. This has been something that I wanted to do, with this setup where I'm just sitting directly talking to you, because every episode won't be a guest. You dig? So it'll just be me and you, and we'll chop it up and we'll get it together, and let me know what you think about it. What I need to fix up, what I need to do better. I'm all ears. You dig? So yeah, that's my quick spill for today. Looking forward to getting back in here and giving you some more. Keep your eyes open for Sunday Sample School. I'll be dropping another one this Sunday. Yeah. So let's get it. So hip hop, whatever you're doing, continue to do it well. The community is watching you. Until next time, peace.